Welcome back. Today we got another video for you guys. It's about how you could invest $250. You know, $250 isn't a lot, but is enough money for you to get started in some investments. So today we'll be talking about the 4 types of things you could do to invest for $250. Now, these 4 main things are stocks, index funds, mutual funds, ETFs, and bonds. I categorize these in the first category because they sort of belong in the same family of investments, so I put them all together so they could be easily explained without wasting a lot of time. And the second category is to invest in yourself, right? We'll be going into that a little bit more. And the third method of investing is to flip products or to flip things for a higher price. And the fourth category is to start a business. Now, we'll be going into a little bit more depth of these 4. So we'll be starting off with stocks, index funds, mutual funds, ETFs, and bonds. Now, there's a lot of different options you could choose, but since your initial investing capital is only $250, investing in stocks and index funds aren't actually have the best return on investment. That is because if you could get a 10% return on stocks and index funds, that's pretty standard, right? But for $250, if you get a 10% return on investment, that isn't a lot at all, right? So that's why I would prefer their latter 2 investing strategies. But stocks, index funds, mutual funds, and ETFs, bonds are actually part of the 4 strategies you could use to invest. Now, how are you going to choose between these methods? It all depends on what is your financial goal, right? Whether or not these $250 is a long-term investment or a short-term one, which determine what type of investment you want to do. Let's say you have a long-term investment, like 10 years or above. Probably you would choose stocks, like blue chip stocks, or at least steady growing stocks that can actually give you compound interest. Now, if you're a short-term investing, like no more than 3 years, probably investing in bonds will be a better option for you. Now, the first option here isn't the best because you only have $250 on initial capital, right? So that isn't the best option for you to choose stocks because, you know, having 10% or even 100% return isn't the best return on investment because of your initial capital being so small. However, they are also there could still be some good investments if you do it right. Choose the right stocks or the right index funds. They can actually have a really good return on investment. Now, some of these programs or some of these two of the programs that I should actually introduce is Ally Investing or in Robinhood. These 2 are the best platforms you choose because they don't have a limit. They don't have a minimum amount of capital you must have in their accounts, unlike some of the bigger trading systems. Now, Robinhood has zero commissions, which is really good for beginning investors like you with only $250 as initial capital. Now, the second category of how to invest $250 is in yourself. What is invest? What's the definition for investing? One of the definitions for investing is sacrificing temporary comfort for future. Sacrificing temporary comfort for future gains. That could be one of the ways you could put investing, right? You delegate $250 that you could be spending right now and investing in the future in something to get more money out of it. Now, if you invest in yourself, whether through books, classes, training, online courses, you're actually sacrificing temporary comfort for future gains, right? And $250, although isn't a lot, you can actually buy some very, very valuable books that will actually teach you more about investing, about financing, about whatever you're interested in, that will actually benefit you in the long run, right? Knowledge is one of those things that will stick for you for forever, right? So, investing in yourself is actually really, really important. You actually have to be a valuable asset for people to actually, right. So investing in yourself is one of the most important investments you could do with $250. Now, so now we've covered stocks, and invest in yourself. Now the third thing, do the flip challenge. What is the flip challenge, right? So often with technology and things like and online shopping, people waste a lot of time on their phones, or spend a lot of time on the phones on the internet just browsing through. Now instead of just browsing through, how about you go to a local garage sale or a retail brick and mortar retail store, and then look for items that are discounted, or items that are you think of undervalued, and sell it online for a higher price, right? So you can see this as doing not only yourself but the person buying your product a favor. This is a win-win situation. Not only do you benefit, the retailer benefits, the manufacturers of course benefit, and your customer on the other hand also benefits from this. So doing the flip challenge might be a little bit of could be a side hustle, or just a side thing that you do with $250. Because honestly, $250 isn't a lot. So if you invest in stocks, even if you have a 20% return on investment, it isn't really impressive for $250. But if you do the flip challenge, you could do $50 or even a few 100% on investments just by doing the flip challenge for a few months. Now, moving on to the last category, which is to start a business. Starting an online business has never been easier today. You can literally just start a business and start generating income in one day, right? $250 is enough for you to buy a domain, have a good template, and start putting up content that actually people will want, right? So the most important thing for starting an online business is to have content that people want, and also to market it well so people could find your content, right? Those are the two main things you really need to nail down for your online business. So to start an online business, the first step is you need to have content that people want. If you have a specific skill set that could be valuable for people, whether it could be as simple as teaching someone an instrument, a music instrument, teaching someone to unclog a toilet, teaching someone to another language, right? These are all really important skills, or skills that people would deem valuable, that they will actually pay for your online course. And the second part of online course, of course, the marketing, right? You have to get people organically flowing into your website that will actually generate you with these sales, and actually generate you with clicks, right? So that's the two most important things for online business. To buy a domain name and a hoster, a website hoster, should be around $60 a year for the hoster, and a domain name should be under $20. So $80 around for the technical side of the website. You still have around $170 left over for probably some lighting, some good equipment for you to record your classes, right? So that's to teach a skill. Teach someone a skill that you have that might be valuable, and people might deem it as something they will actually pay for to get. Now the second thing is you can sell a product or a service. Of course, this goes back to one of those brick and mortar stores, but it's just now online, right? With internet, it's just been so much easier, right? You don't have to go out and get a business license. In some states or in some countries you do, but in most cases you don't actually have to have a license or a retailer's license or a business certificate. You don't have to get it approved, right? You just start a business, you just start a website, you have your product, and you have a charge with a credit card, right? And as long as you know it's under your legal, it's legal for you to do that. Of course, you have to check with your state laws, your country laws. It varies throughout the states and different countries. But as long as you do the technical things right, it shouldn't be over $250. And the return on investment is really a high risk, high reward, right? It doesn't have a 10% or a 5% guarantee like the stocks or index funds. It is a really high risk, high reward option that you could take. If your product and service is actually desirable enough, it actually solves people's problems, it helps people with their needs and their wants, it helps them solve a problem, of course they will pay happily for the course, for the skill set and talent that you provide for them, right? So these four stocks, investing in yourself, doing the flip challenge, and investing or starting a business is, I think, the 4 best options that you could choose for investing $250. $250 isn't a lot, but if you could delegate these amount of money into channeling back into the economy with these 4 investments, it would be really good for not only you, but also it could be a win-win situations for all parties, right? You, the buyers, the retailers, the manufacturers, it's a win-win situation. Now, this will be the end of today's video. If you guys do find this video helpful in any way, be sure to leave a like and subscribe down below.